Hey, what's going on, everyone? My name's Kurse, aka Rocky Good, out of the Chicagoland area. A lot of people ask me, other artists and MCs, hip hop audio heads, ask me how I get my clarity in some of my music and what kind of programs and equipment and stuff that I use. So today I'm going to give you a run through B1 Studio, which is my studio here in Joliet, and show you what I'm working with. That way you have an idea the next time you go over to Guitar Center, Sam Ash, anything like that, what you're looking for is something that you can pick up to improve some of your sound quality and everything. So go check it out. As you can see here in the studio, it's pretty much just strictly business. No TV, no Xbox, no Wii. That way when people, the squad comes over to record and all that, strictly business, no goofing off. Otherwise, if we got hooked up on goofing off all the time, we wouldn't have as much material out there on the streets as we do. So, we try to lower the temptation by keeping all the goodies out of the studio. Alright, so first thing I'm going to start off with is a soundboard. What I work with, as far as recording, the majority of the time, is a 24 channel Tascam 2488 digital Porta Studio. It's got hookups for 4 XLR and 4 standard mics. Also has plug-in for guitar. It also has all the mixing needs that you'll need. It also runs as a mixing board besides a soundboard. It's got its own disk drive and everything else. If you don't have a soundboard, any type of sound interface would work. This is an interface by DigiDesign. A lot of artists use this as a mainstream primary tool in the industry. It's an M-Box. This is just a slightly smaller version of it. It's an M-Box 2 Mini. This is basically the key and the tool that you use to run Pro Tools. Without this type of hardware, you're not able to run Pro Tools, and Pro Tools is like the stepping stone and, again, primary tool for recording and mixing in the music industry. Every studio, or at least every good studio and laboratory, has Pro Tools. The Mini's got, it's got plug for one headphone, one XLR, and a set of studio monitors. And then you just hook up your mic to that and you're ready to go, or record directly to your Pro Tools. Moving on over to software, when you're talking about Pro Tools, that's what you're looking at here on the screen. I have a dual screen. It's all Dell, run to my Dell laptop. This is actually what Pro Tools looks like when you have it set up on the screen. You can also substitute Pro Tools with other programs such as Cool Edit, Audacity, or Cubase. Any of those will work, but Pro Tools is kind of like the Ferrari of recording and mixing software. Alright, every good studio has a set of studio monitors. When it comes to mixing, you can go 2 routes. You could go headphones or you could go studio monitor. Can't go wrong with the studio monitors. You have your tweeter and you have your mid-range that'll give you a good idea of what the sound, what your music, your productions, your vocals and everything would sound like as if it were playing in a car. You get that surround sound feel. Alright. Here on the mic stands, when it comes to mics, just a basic pop filter, anything will do. But for a mic, I use an MXL V63M condensed mic run to a low frequency cable. Definitely for something that's affordable. You can usually pick one up nowadays for sale for about $100. If you're looking for sharp, crisp sound and not spend an arm and a leg, anything by MXL would probably be your best bet. Samson also makes a good mic. You can't go wrong with any of that. But I choose MXL personally. I like the product better. I've had good experience with it, so that's what I run with as far as mic. 2 headphones when it comes to mixing and recording sessions. My first set is a pair of Sonio DJ Styles, which are MDR V500s. So these will usually run you, I think, about $100, but definitely worth every penny if you're looking for quality. Need something a little bit cheaper. These are my other ones. They're Yamahas. I think, I don't remember the exact model number on them, but these run for about $50. Can't go wrong with them. These are my other pair. Right now they're plugged into my keyboard, which will bring me into the whole production end of it all. You know, when I produce software-wise, I use A.M.E Session, but you know, for keying up my own riffs and everything else, when it comes to A.M.E, I use my Casio CTK 573 model keyboard. Alright, if you absolutely cannot get your hands on Pro Tools or any sound interface, you can record directly to your computer and not have as much of a problem. Basically a good program that I think works, especially for novice and beginner artists, is Cool Edit Pro 2.1, but it'll open up as many tracks as you need to get recording. You can record and mix your vocals on here. There's a lot of cracked free versions of Cool Edit Pro 2.1 on the internet, so it's not anything you have to pay for. Well, technically you're supposed to, but there's a lot of free versions floating around. You know, just, you didn't hear it from me though. And then this is an A.M.E sound mini interface. It's about the size, it's smaller than a computer mouse. Just sits on your desk, but that tells everything to run together. Okay, so what I'm doing here is I'm going over some of the sound levels.
So one night I go and hit the spot. Kurse told me that the spot is really
something that we're working on, you know, one of our projects.
First thing I see when I walk in this meal's making out. Then I see Kurse chilling on the couch with viral. I'll ask them what they think about that girl with the big gold boom beat. Damn, I wanna grab it, it looks so juicy.
So also you get somewhat of an idea of how I get down over here in B1 Studio, which is my studio. For those who have asked and those that are curious, I do actually rent out studio time. So if you're interested in recording with me, doing some type of work with me, networking and stuff like that, I do recording over here. I rent out studio time. I also do charge mixing rates if you want me to be your mixing artist as well. But if you record here, that's not mandatory. If you have your own mixing artist, that's cool. So if you're looking just to record, get the quality recording and take off with your sound files, it's all good. So if you're looking to upgrade that sound, give me a holler. I know what I'm doing. I have the right tools for the job. And yeah, that's really all there is to it. I'm located right, you know, in the Joliet area, about 20 minutes outside of Chicago. So I'm not really hard to find. Anything else,